We're back with another video on the 9.3 sedan. I have 3 things I need to get done today on it. Let me show you all what we're doing. Item number 1 is a new cup holder. This one you can see has a little bit of a modification done to it to fix it. I'll show you all that here when we install it in a minute. Number 2 is a new hood latch sensor. This goes right by the battery tray. I'll show you why I'm replacing that on mine. And number 3 is a new anniversary center armrest for the rear seat because mine somehow got a tear in it. First I want to tackle this because it's going to be nice and easy, and then we'll do the cup holder, and we'll do this armrest last, which is a little bit of an interesting fix, as you'll see. Ever since I bought my 9.3, my little hood latch sensor right here has been missing this boot on it, and it's just kind of an ugly eyesore. It works just fine, but it's kind of an eyesore, so let's fix that. This clips in very easily. On the back side here off camera that you can't see, there's a little tab we need to press in to release this unit from the battery tray, and then there's just a little clip on the bottom for the wiring harness. Start by pushing in this tab, release the whole unit, and then undo the wiring harness. There's a nice little before and after. Easy enough, just plug that right in. Slide that into the harness, or bracket, I mean, and there we go. That is a good little fix, and this one is trash. Are you interested in possibly getting your Saab tuned for more power, looking for rare parts, want some Saab apparel, need help with Tech 2 services, looking for upgrades, etc.? Well, I'm happy to announce I have launched my new website, autoautopsyyt.com. It's linked down below in the description. I have a whole host of parts for sale on that. I also have bench tuning offered through MapTune for new Gen 9.3s. In-person tuning available for all Saab models. I also have Tech 2 services, apparel that you can check out. And lastly, before too long, I'll have some upgrades on there as well. If you want to help support the channel, check it out. If you're interested looking for some parts, check it out. They'll be linked in the description. Let's get back to the video. Let's start by getting our old cup holder out. You can see mine just press it, nothing happens. Pop my ACC panels out just a little bit to give me some wiggle room here. This panel you can see has a little bit of extracurricular activity going on in the form of an ICM4 volume and adjustment knob kit. So if you're curious on what that is, you can check out the video in the top corner. I'm actually just going to pull the ACC panel out the whole way. Forgot I should also probably take this out up here to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to undo the ICM4 now. There we go. Man, what a pain. All right, now we need to get the cup holder off of this little piece. And to do that, there's just a couple little tabs here I'm going to use a flathead for. Or I can just try this trim tool here, which is working just fine. There we go. Let's take this over to the bench and I'll show you the difference between these two units. So my old cup holder works, but the problem is when you press it, especially the button, it does not pop out. But I can pull it out still, but obviously when I'm in the car, I can't really do that. So apparently what happens over time is this little plastic tab here just doesn't catch, or it breaks, or there's a little plastic piece underneath this that just breaks. And so a fix that you can do is add a metal tab of sorts in there, and then add a little tie wire to tie it up against this top little shelf here. So you can see where that is tied up and looped around. And so this metal tab is just kind of replacing that as something that's more durable. And now you can see this one works. So I don't have a metal tab to fix this one, but I just wanted to show you all that process. Maybe this will be for a future video or when I have time, but for now we're just going to throw this one in the car. Because I have all this ICM4 stuff, it's a lot easier to actually clip the cup holder in first and then clip this in like this, if that makes sense. You'll see in a moment. So what I'm going to do is slide this in here and clip it into the dashboard first. And that, you just kind of slide it into the rough area and you'll hear it just kind of magically finds its hole. With that done, I'm going to begin reassembling all of this. Again, my car has a lot of stuff going on here, so it's a bit tougher to find spots for all these things than a standard 9.3. So there we go. I'm just gonna clip that in. It goes in a lot easier than it comes out. Push that in. It looks like it's struggling the last like 5% or so, but now that I've done it a few times, it seems to be working a little bit better. All right, let's get the rest of this back together as well. And there we go. Working cup holder. That's awesome. All right, let's move on to the last fix for today. This rear armrest here somehow got a tear in it over time. I don't know if it's from when I put something through here for transportation it ripped or what happened, but we need to replace it. So thankfully an anniversary car showed up at the junkyards. Got very fortunate because this car does have the anniversary interior. If you want to check out that video, you can look in the top corner. But the anniversary has a darker gray than the standard armrest. It's taken me a little bit of time to find one locally that I can just go grab for cheap at the junkyard. So the way we need to remove this is first dropping down this passenger side seat, and then we need to pop off this little cover right here with a flathead. Let's kind of pop that off, and that reveals us with two T30 bolts. So to access one of these, we're actually going to have to pop out this seat cushion right here. So the way that we're going to remove this seat cushion is by prying in here to release this spring, and then this whole piece will just come right out and we can remove the whole backrest. The spring is really hard to push down, but if you get a flathead in there, use some leverage, push it down, and this whole thing will just slide right out and you can unhook it from the other side. I'm going to remove these two T30 bolts. And that is our armrest unhooked. So now if we pull it up at a 45-degree angle, on the other side, it's going to be hard to show on camera, but on this other side there's a little tab we need to press in, and then we can just pull it right out. There we go. Out with the old, in with the new, and you can see the shade of gray matches perfectly. There is a 45-degree angle. We're just supposed to guide this into position here. And it looks like just like that, we're in. And now we can come back over here and screw in our T30s. That back into place nice and easy. Look at that, just as it should be. This piece right here just slides back into place. It's very easy, so I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. That is a big win. Very happy with that. It's just, like I've said in so many of these videos, it's the little things sometimes. So it's very exciting to have some of those things sorted. We've got more things coming for both of these cars very soon, so stay tuned for the videos. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you very soon in another video.